I did a stint in criminal law at Northwestern, but dusted before the bar. I decided I wanted to be an actor, so I left for LA. I pounded the pavement looking for any leads. I couldn't get a gig. I couldn't afford an apartment. I lived in my car. I slept in abandoned neighborhoods and cleaned up at the Y. I managed to scrape together a couple of auditions, which felt more like a lineup than anything. I had 2 yards left in my wallet when one day I ended up on Hollywood Boulevard. There, I saw the woman who would change my life.
Hi, my name is Constance.
Ralph.
Well, it's very nice to meet a fellow pulp fan, Hairpin Dragon. Will I see you here tomorrow?
You know my costume? Wow. It was a pleasure to meet you, Constance.
Pleasure to meet you.
Have a good evening.
Bye.
Some wine, miss?
Thank you.
You're welcome. You like the seagull?
Oh, yes, it's one of my favorites. So tragic.
I know. I saw it perform once in Chicago. You have a nice library.
Thank you.
Studied theater in college?
Pasta's ready.
Let me get that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
No, I didn't go to college. Barely made it out of high school.
Really?
Yeah. My father owned a hardware store in Glendale, so I wound up spending most of my spare time there. Doing algebra was not going to get the plumbing section stocked. But still, I stole away moments to read. Who needs algebra anyway?
Not me. No brothers and sisters to share your indentured servitude?
No, I'm the only child. And you, any siblings?
Yeah, I've got a younger brother. He's studying to be a doctor. It's all my father ever wanted him to be. All he ever wanted to be, too.
And you always wanted to be an actor?
Yeah, I did, but I ended up being sidetracked by law school. The old man was pushing me to be a lawyer.
Oh, that's right. Why didn't you take the bar?
It just wasn't me. I finally made my own decision, packed up, moved out here, where I'm on my way to being a huge success with the YMCA theater group.
That's great. Too bad I have this nice apartment. Maybe I could lie and join the Y. Or is the YMCA theater group like Shakespeare where the men play all the women's parts?
My voice just hasn't quite changed yet.
And I'm just becoming a man. Although, I think my breasts are too obvious.
You could always say you're pre-op.
Be right back. Hello? No, I really cannot make it tonight. I have a headache. No, I'm going to stay in and watch Sorry Wrong Number. No, things are fine. I truly don't feel well. I'll call you tomorrow.
You canceled a hot date for me.
Yeah, something like that.
Everything okay?
No, not really.
Do you want to talk about it?
The world is just a pretty unfair place sometimes. A lot of the times. good people getting pushed out of their homes because they signed a piece of paper they didn't understand.
I don't follow. Who signed
We're just kept in the dark. We're just not getting enough information.
What kind of information are you talking about?
Never mind. My back is killing me.
Well, a retired vet from Maine gave me codeine today. Do you want some?
Oh, no. I'm leery of prescriptions. After my father died, well, my mother has a problem with Valium. I don't even keep aspirin in the house anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's have some more wine then.
Okay.
It's 2:45. There's no one in the place except you and me. So set 'em up, Joe. I've got a little story I think you should know.
Constance is
Taking
dead.
my friend to the end of a brief episode. Make it one for my baby and one more for the road.
Flash.
Oh, hairpin dragon.
Ah, yes.
Oh, I just love
Yes,
your
milady,
voice
it's
in
lovely
the
to
old
see you.
radio
Oh,
program.
ma'am, above the belt, please,
Oh, you
miss.
sound so different now.
Once again, thank you very much. I appreciate the help. Oh, is that your husband in the casket over there?
Thanks.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Oh, it's what I just did. Look, something's hinky about all this. Constance didn't pull the Dutch act.
Dutch act? What the hell's that?
Suicide. She didn't kill herself.
Get your trashy wig off the strip. I will beat your ass if I ever see you around here again. There will be no more Marilyn in front of Mann's, you hear me? We work for tips here, you know.
You want me to erase your anime ass from this sidewalk? Huh? If you ask me, I think you all should kill yourselves. Fucking degenerates.
I thought by now I had my own house in Malibu with more scripts that I could read being delivered daily.
How long have you been here for?
7 years now. The first 3 go by in a haze. Parties, drugs, no acquaintances. You think they'll lend you a hand, and then they don't. You work harder and you just keep working.
I'm only 6 months in.
You haven't even come close to selling your soul yet. Maybe we should go home. Take the bar off. This life isn't for you.
I don't know. I'm starting to feel connected here.
It's 2:45. There's no one in the place except you and me. So
You're in a pretty big mess.
Joe,
I've got some files on you I'm sure you were hoping no one would find.
I think you should know.
I thought you were involved in this, you little prick.
We're drinking, my friend, to the end.
Stepped on my toes.
Man, I'm sorry.
Been stepping on a lot of people's toes.
A very bad habit, I see.
We're gonna break that habit out of you.
So, does the homeless fake pulp detective get the dame? Solve the case? Will he become Grauman's last hero?
It's 2:45. There's no one in the place except you and me. So set 'em up, Joe. I've got a little story I think you should know. We're drinking, my friend, to the end of a brief episode. Make it one for my baby and one